Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corinne and on this channel we talk about all things sex, thriving, and your singleness and self-love. And today we are going to be talking about the power of your silence or learning the value of your silence. On our self-love journeys, we are going to be like, oh, I did it, I got it, I arrived. I have figured it out. I'm on the mountaintop. I'm on cloud nine. I know how to get to peace and joy and mercy and grace in 2 seconds now. Okay. And so we're going to want to comment, and let me speak for myself. I wanted to comment on everybody. I wanted to say, girl, don't do that. Sir, you need to get out that relationship. You need to stop letting them yell at you like that. You need to da 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 da. And guess what? My pattern came back around, and I had to be quiet because I did not have everything figured out. Okay, so learning the value of your silence is going to be extremely important. Excuse me. You're going to notice when you start to notice your patterns when they come up, you're going to start to see other people's patterns. Like you're going to notice, okay, we're all in a pathology. We all are kind of, we have these thoughts that turn into feelings, that turn into actions, and all these kind of things. So, yes, you're going to become aware of them, but that does not make you the expert on anybody else's life or what anybody else should be doing. Even with this YouTube channel, I never wanted to come off as I'm telling you, this is what you need to do, and you need to do it today because it's the best way. I'm just telling you a little bit about my journey and giving you some steps on my journey. That's all your girl is here to do because I know I have so much more to learn. So, in talking about that, we are going to, so you're going to notice others. And people are going through their own things. They will divorce. They won't listen. They'll move. They won't move. They'll do all the things. They won't do all the things. Sometimes people hurt you. They won't hurt you. You have to learn, and this is one for me, how to be silent. You may have 1,000,001 opinions, and just be quiet. Just be quiet. Develop a grace for people and their feelings. I allow people to feel whatever it is they need to feel because those are their feelings. I have no power and control over their feelings. I'm not going to try to have power and control over their feelings. I'm not going to tell them what they feel is stupid. I'm not even going to tell them their idea is stupid. I can tell them that they can't do it around me, and I can tell them it won't work over here, but I'm not trying to take that away from anybody. Let me tell you the value of silence, how much people crave your reaction and your opinion. I was in a totally different country, and this man was, when you see, typically I'm Black American, so when you see Black Americans and you're in different countries, like, oh, hey. So, we all hate him, and he came over and he started talking, and he said, well, I asked him how long he'd been in the country, and he told me. I said, oh, so I started speaking in the language of that country. And he said, don't do that. I said, what? He said, yeah, no, I only know the basics. And he was like, English is the best language ever. And he went on into this whole thing about how English is the best language ever and it's stupid. And even if you tried to learn the language, it's so many different dialects that, they couldn't even understand you and yada, yada, yada. Now, I know in my experience, this is in my experience, I've had people ask me what Spanish speaking country I'm from when I started to speak Spanish. Now, maybe that wasn't his experience, and I wasn't taking away from his experience. I personally, if I lived in a country, I would want to learn the language of that country more than the basics. That's just me. And so I let him have his whole thing. And then he said, what? And I said, nothing. I'm just listening. And he became irate. He was like, I don't like you. I don't like you. You've got an attitude. I said, and I'm sitting down. He's sitting up. I said, oh, okay. And I said, God didn't put me on this earth for you to like me. And I respect your opinion. He's like, well, what are you thinking? Nothing. I'm listening to you. He became irate, y'all. And this just goes to show you People want a reaction out of you, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, whether it's empathy, whether somebody wants you to cry with them, whether someone wants you to feel sorry for them. People want a reaction from you, and you should give your reactions to people who deserve them. Whether that be your anger. Like some people, they don't get to experience my anger anymore. Like that is a gift, honestly. And for me to be vulnerable in that place, that's a gift. And you don't get to experience it anymore. So I will remove myself. Like some people, I literally do not feel comfortable having conversations with them that bring up things that make me angry because we don't have any safety. There's no trust there. So learn how to make your silence valuable. I've been in many conversations where I just said, okay, I hear you. I'm listening. You don't have anything to say? I haven't been able to get a word in. And then they get even more upset. But it dawned on me that people value your responses. And so in your self-love journey, I'm not saying be rude to people. I'm not saying ignore people. What I am saying is listen is very, 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 very valuable. Listen. And when you listen, and even if people are treating you a certain type of way, this is a channel for self-love. We know that any way people are treating us is just a mirror for how we feel about ourselves. So listen, if they are being disrespectful, it's like, I wonder where I'm being disrespectful to myself, or I wonder what part of me alerted them that it was okay to be disrespectful in this way. I wonder what part. And that is going to show you more than talking out the side of your neck would. Value, put a premium on your silence. Put a premium on your responses. Put a premium on it. Because some people are they just want to hear you talk. And they just want you to feel the same way they feel. It's like, no. You're angry right now and you want me to become angry with you, and I'm not going to do that. So, maybe you can try someone else, but not me. And I've been in those situations, and I've said nothing, and people come back and immediately say, Corinne, I'm so sorry. That was terrible for me to do. And I'm just like, okay, because I love myself enough, or I have gotten myself to a place where I typically, okay, not all the time, I typically do not go around people who are going to bring up stress. I don't go around them. And if I do, I have made plans and strategies to no longer give them the reaction they want. Now, am I perfect at it? Absolutely not, because I've definitely had some interactions where I should have just left. So I'm not superwoman in this, but I'm telling you, there is power in your silence. There is power in saying, okay. And if somebody cannot withstand you being silent and they have to hear what you have to say right now, or you're being disrespectful, that's a them thing. And they should honor you enough to say, okay, well, she really wants to process this. Let me give her some time to process this. So put a premium on your responses and value your silence, because it is extremely valuable. Value your silence. Make it to where you don't say, I went through a season, I literally call it my season of silence. I did not speak a lot. I just listened. I was just in listening mode, because I thought, wow, that is so much value to really understand what the people I'm speaking to need. So I just listened, and some people, it drove them crazy. And some people noticed. They were like, you don't talk as much as you used to. I said, I know. And I have a friend, she's amazing at this. I want her to say something, but typically she's just like, that's interesting. Why do you think that? It's genius. It's pure genius. So please take this, and it is going to be amazing on your self-love journey of valuing your silence. Everyone does not deserve your response. They don't. Everyone does not deserve your anger. Everyone does not deserve your joy. Everyone does not deserve your happy. Everyone doesn't deserve it. So, if they want to act crazy, it's okay. So that is how to value your silence. Just keep your mouth closed. Listen. Don't be disrespectful. Just listen. Just listen. Typically people will tell you everything you need to know. Just listen. Okay. Wow, that's so interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Tell me more about that. So it's very valuable, and this is not a one up another person type thing. You literally can add value to your life by being silent, but you can add value to other people's life by being silent. Sometimes people figure out their own problems just by bouncing solutions to their problems, just by bouncing them off you. And you just say, oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. Tell me more. When did that happen? And then sometimes it clicks and it's like, oh, okay. From the questions that you asked, I actually have a solution to my problem. So be comfortable and love yourself enough to know that sometimes your presence really is just enough. Like, it just is enough. And these people, they're going to be able to get the answer they need and the reaction they need. It's going to come from within them. And you don't necessarily always have to word vomit everything. And you don't have to give everybody your opinion. And you don't have to comment on everything you see. And you don't have to get angry every time somebody does something. You just can be silent and you can impact a lot. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. I challenge you to go on a week of silence, of just listening, not doing a lot of talking, but just listening. And I guarantee you will feel better, not only about yourself, but you will have more clarity in your relationships and realize that your presence really is just enough. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.